Hey guys, regular guy barbecue. We are Pokemoning, shuffling. So we're gonna give you guys a little bit of an idea of how a game works. Okay, we've gone through some basic deck building. We've gone through a little more advanced deck building. Done some opening videos. This is some decks that we've had around for quite a while, probably the better part of 8 years, something like that. And they are decks that we've played in tournaments, tried and trues, won some matches, lost some matches.
That's when I actually got a top cut at States.
You did really good with this one.
Yeah, I love that.
Not as good as you did with Darkrai, but that's what
no, that was it.
Oh, that was this?
This was this. Darkrai was a mic disc.
So yeah, didn't she play at Worlds too?
I tried to in the draft.
In the last chance qualifier, yeah.
No.
And she got in there and gave world-class players everything they wanted.
When I was like 10.
And a slice of bread. No, you were, let's see.
That wasn't my 16.
No, it was 2012.
Yeah, that would have been 16.
Yeah, so she was 16, giving the adults all they wanted and then some. She didn't make the qualifier.
I was barely in the Masters.
Yeah, she didn't make the qualifier for the World Championship, but she gave it a shot and she gave them all they wanted.
I had fun.
Yeah, and we had a great time and we got to meet other people and from around the world and all those fun things. So Danielle's doing what we call a pile shuffle. This literally will split the deck up to give you more opportunities to
that's Lysander.
Bent Sander.
I hate that I know that.
Colonel Sanders anyway. So yeah, this is the one way to shuffle. This is other ways to shuffle. You shuffle all you want, but you want to make sure your cards are mixed thoroughly.
Shuffle fairly so your card is mixed.
Yep, shuffle.
We don't like cheaters.
No cheating is allowed. No cheating.
That's one I haven't seen yet, that deck.
Yeah, this deck you haven't seen yet, but this will be fun to play. Shake hands with your opponent.
Get a COVID way.
We're going to flip a coin. Now, we use dice. You can use coins if you want. We like to use dice because they're a little bit easier to control at the table. Because those of you that have like 6-year-olds and you put this on their thumb and try to teach them to flip it.
Growing up, the dice were easier.
It goes that way. Yeah, dice are much easier.
Definitely gonna need that.
And you guys will have to forgive us. It's been a while since we've played competitively. We're going to do the best we can with the rules. There may be some minor rule changes you need to learn on your own, but this will give you a general idea of how a game is played.
These decks weren't around at the same time.
Right, so they may not have the synergy of playing against each other that they would in standard format.
But you guys already saw this Gardevoir in another video.
Yeah.
This deck here I pulled out specifically because it's a very similar hitting deck, and I thought it would be fun to show.
It does a lot of the same things.
Similar hittings and whatnot.
Heads or tails?
Spades. Tails.
You see what I gotta put up with every day? She wants tails. So we use odd numbers as tails, that is heads. So I'm gonna go first. It's because I want to go first. We do offer your opponent to cut the deck. Opponent has the right to shuffle the deck as well.
If you cut more than ones, that you can shuffle your deck again.
That's considered a shuffle, yeah, whatever, we don't care. So we're gonna draw 7 cards to set up this game.
Oh no.
And 6 and 7.
Oh thank God.
And what am I gonna do?
You said you're going first?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
So,
I actually
I don't know if I want that. Alright, whatever.
I really like my start.
Now, I'm not allowed to play a supporter my first turn, and I'm also not allowed to attack my first turn.
I am.
And she is, that's right. So we're going to start with that guy, and I don't know what the hell this thing's even here for, I don't care. So now we take the next 6 cards off of our deck, put them on the other side of the field. That is our prize card. So each time that I knock out one of her Pokemon, I take one of my prize cards. She knocks out one of my Pokemon, she takes one of her prize cards. Alright?
Okay, I know what that is.
Yeah, that's... what are you going to do? Is this... You're not supposed to start with that, right?
No. That's real... you wouldn't want to play that against my deck because I don't play ace specs.
Alright, so I'm not going to play that card. There's a couple of things in here that I'm a little slow on, so... Alright, I'm going to draw for my turn. Of course I get that. I always start with that. So take this. Meh. There's my stadium card, and what my stadium card says is put 3 more damage counters on a poison Pokemon between turns. Okay?
We'll get into that when we get that far.
We'll get there when we get there, okay? And I don't have anything else that I really want to play right now, so I will pass.
Alright, now I'm going to draw.
She draws her card for her turn.
You always want to draw every turn, and I have a basic I'm going to play down, which is
Rolts.
Attach my energy for my turn.
Yep, I can explain the ability. So now, if you remember from the advanced video of deck building, she has energy evolution on this Eevee. So she's attached to fairy energy, which will allow her to go into her deck and search out the evolution that is fairy type of Eevee and put it on Eevee. So she's basically did a turn 1 Sylveon GX.
But I already found it, but one thing you always want to do is look through your entire deck to see what you have.
The first time you get to look at your deck for a search engine of any kind, you want to go through your deck and see what's not in your deck, because we know if it's not here, then it's going to be over here in the prizes.
Like, without even looking at my prize cards, looking through my deck right now, I have one of those Lysander cards.
Yep.
I have it in here.
It's in the prizes.
And I have all 3 of my Guzmas as well in here. In my deck.
In your deck, okay. So
I thought I had 4.
So you're not going to take the evolution?
Oh. Oops. My brain getting 12
She's too worried about the camera being on and not thinking about
trying
the
to
deck.
help.
Yeah, that's all right. So there she gets the Sylveon and automatically gets to pop that right on the top and evolve that guy, where normally you'd have to wait an extra turn to do that. So again, that goes into the advanced synergy of things. No, you're all right. And anytime you search your deck, you must shuffle it and then offer your opponent to cut it at every turn. Okay?
And then I put Floatstone.
Now that card gives her ability or the free retreat on that guy, not having to pay the energy cost
And
to do
I'm
it.
going to do Shaman, and I'm
Okay.
going to use his ability setup.
Yep, so she drops the Shaman onto her bench and allows her to draw until she has 6 in her hand.
3.
She has 3, so she gets 3 more cards this turn, which is huge.
And I'm going to do Field Blower, and I want to get rid of your Burbank.
Okay, so
This card allows me to do up to 2 combination of 2 Tool cards and Stadium.
Yep, so she chose to do 1 because you can do up to 2.
And I
get
don't
rid of
want to
my
discard
Verbank.
my card I just played.
Right, so she gets rid of my Verbank Stadium. So now if I poison her, she only takes 1 damage for poison instead of 4.
I always thought it was 3.
It's 3 more.
Oh, okay. Oh, God.
Yeah.
I forgot how dumb that deck is.
Yeah, this deck's kind of nuts.
Okay, I'm going to do Magical Ribbon. I can search
Okay.
my deck for up to 3 cards and put them into my hand and shuffle after.
You get any 3 cards you want.
Yep.
So
I
again,
don't even have to show.
remember if you're like playing poker or something like that and you need the Ace of Spades to make the Royal Flush, that kind of card lets you go search in your deck to find all the cards you need to finish off your hand. So that's a great thing to do. And while she's doing that, I'll let her get her 3rd card, and then when she shuffles, I'll start to draw again. Alright, so then she gets 3 cards. She's going to shuffle. I don't want to cut. I'll draw for my turn. Oh, jeez. Okay.
I did my best to redo that one. It wasn't easy.
Oh, this is such a baddie. Okay, I'm going to play this. I'm going to use a card called Enhanced Hammer. This allows me to discard an energy card.
I
Oh,
thought
no,
it
it's
was
only
special
special.
only.
You're right, you're right. She doesn't have any special, so I'm not going to use that. This is so bad. I have to throw this whole thing away. You know what? I'm going to do this. No, I can't do that. Unfortunately, I've had a really bad draw in this game.
And I got a really good one.
And she's got a really good draw in this game. So it's going to make it tough for me to try to do anything at all. You know, I have to do it. I don't have any choice. I'm playing what's called Professor Juniper. This card's my hand, and then I draw 7 cards. But you can see all of the good stuff that I have to throw away. Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty typical for you.
That is pretty much the way I play this game every time. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so now I have 7 fresh cards in my hand. So I'm going to attach an energy for my turn. I'm going to attach a tool called Muscle Band, and that gives me plus 20 on the attack. Jeez. Terrible. Alright, well, I'm going to do Oblivion Wing for 50, and I don't have...
And minus 20 because I'm resistant.
Oh, I thought you were resistant to metal. Okay, so I do 30.
Weak to metal.
Yeah, that's right. And then she takes that, and then I could... My extra ability with that attack would allow me to search my discard pile for a dark energy and attach it to one of my bench. I have neither, so I
You
can't
guys
do
are
that.
about to see me discard pretty much my entire hand.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Alright, I drew for my turn.
Yep.
First thing I'm going to do is use my Rare Candy, which would allow me to skip the Metal Evolution again. To
Now I'm in
Gardevoir.
trouble.
And then I'm going to attach my card hand energy for my turn with my
Yep.
double.
Yep,
And then I'm going to use my Secret Spring to attach a Fairy
yep.
energy to Gardevoir.
Now it gets ugly.
And then I'm going to use Ultra Ball, and I'm going to discard those 2.
And she can get any Pokemon she wants. And I can already tell you which one she's going to
I'm
get.
going to get Remoraid.
Yep. Now, if you remember in the last video when she talked about advanced deck building, the Remoraid and the Octillery were in there for the draw engine. That's why she popped that one.
This, what I'm doing right now, is what is the draw engine and what you want to happen.
This is what she needs to happen, and this is what I don't need to happen.
You got to cut?
Nope.
I'm going to play him down.
Yep.
Discard those. And then I'm going to do Sycamore and discard my one Curlia.
Just like my Juniper, her Sycamore does the same thing.
5, 6, 7. Alright, and then... I'm going to Ultra Ball again.
Okay, throwing away a VS Seeker and another Ultra Ball.
With Ultra Ball, you got to throw 2 cards to get 1 card.
Mm-hmm.
Get my Octillery. I can't evolve yet since I just played him this turn.
She's got to hang on to that for 1 turn. Let's hope I draw an N.
If you guys noticed yet, look how many cards I've already played through
Go
my
ahead,
deck.
you're fine. Yeah, and unfortunately my draw has been pretty crappy, so it is what it is. You know, it happens when you play this game sometimes.
Keep my Octillery in my hand, and since I have the Float Stone, I can retreat for free.
She retreats for free with the Float Stone. It's a tool that allows her to do that.
I'm going to bring up Gardevoir.
And now she's going to start swinging at me.
And that's turn 2?
2.
Yeah, this is turn 2.
So you do, is it 30 times, so it's 120?
Yeah.
Yeah.
30 times.
No, it's 100. Yeah.
120.
I can't do math. Okay, so here we go. So there's my Evolto, thank goodness I got that.
Bacon strips, you mean?
Yeah, bacon strips, right.
Looks like bacon.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, geez, I hate to do that. No, I'm not going to do that. I have to attach energy for turn. Okay, let's do this. Professor's Letter. Now we're going to see this deck go a little bit faster. Now, Professor's Letter allows me to search my deck for up to 2 basic energy cards. So I've taken 2 dark energies because that's what this deck plays. That if you'd like. And then for my supporter, God, I hate doing this. I'm going to play another Juniper, which allows me to discard my hand.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yep, all my recovery engine has all been thrown away now, and I get 7 fresh cards.
Honestly, I probably might have did the center lady. No.
I forgot that was in this deck.
He's struggling, guys. Oh yeah, the Seismitoad is so dangerous.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do Oblivion Wing once again, which will do 30 damage to her Pokemon with the Muscle Band on them.
And their weakness.
And then I get to take 2, right, so it'll be 50 minus 20 for resistance. Take 2, there's a 1. One dark energy card from my discard pile to one of my benched Pokemon. So we'll put that there, and that ends my turn.
I will draw.
There's one card in this deck I'd really like to draw right now, and I can't
First
seem to
thing
find
I'm going to do is evolve to Octillery.
Yep.
What do I got here? So sometimes you guys would be like, alright, so right away I can just knock that guy out and get a free prize. But
Right.
I'm saving him for later.
Yep.
Because he's short, 1 HP.
Yep, he's, well,
I'm gonna be a Seeker.
yep.
And this is something weird that this is me planning about 12 steps ahead of time. I'm gonna get the Guzma from my discard pile.
Okay,
This is where this card is so good to do.
yep.
And I want you to bring up your Yveltal. And I'm gonna bring up my Sylveon, but I'm gonna retreat it right away.
Because it has free retreat.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's see. Pardon me for math. 4 is 120.
It's 5, it's 150.
That's not energy. We're gonna do double
I
colorless.
thought you might probably do it.
And then I'm gonna do Abyssal Hand and draw until I have 5 so I can get 2 cards.
Right.
Might as well add the choice band.
Sure, why not?
And choice band adds 30 more to the GX or EX.
Right.
So it would be 120 plus 150
Yep.
plus. Math is hard. Wait, 120.
You do 30 times 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210, 230.
Math.
So he's out.
This is why I love this deck.
Yeah, so she takes 2 damage, or two prizes because that's an EX. So I'm gonna put him back up again just because I can.
This is what we named 2 different eras. This deck was just gross. I also had more of this deck together. And the reason why that I chose to get his other Yveltal, the EX, out first versus the regular, to try to get it in one shot, because if I didn't, he could do the same thing to me.
She'd be in trouble.
He hits hard like this one does. It
Actually,
does the same
I
thing.
think I'm gonna do something different here. Now, does this give you more HP or just more attack?
Just more attack.
Okay. I'm gonna take that card instead of.
What did you take back?
The Jirachi.
Okay.
I'm gonna play that instead.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the Ultra Ball. I think I want that. There's one card that I'm looking for right now that I can't seem to find, and I don't know why. Yeah, so right now she can pretty much one-shot anything that I bring out. And it is unfortunate because I've had to throw away a lot of my resources that would combat that.
I'm in trouble because if he knocks it out, I have nothing else to attack with right now.
Right, and that's kind of my goal.
That's why I got rid of his big
And
guy.
I
right
am
away.
going to... I'm going to play Jirachi, and his Stellar Guidance allows me to search my deck for a supporter card.
That's the same thing with the Tapu Lele, wasn't it?
Yeah, more or less. I think I'm going to take... I'm going to take Juniper again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, the thing is there's a couple pieces in this deck that I'm really failing to get right now. If I can get those pieces, it's going to make a huge difference in this deck. And, yeah.
Struggling.
Yeah, I am. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to make it.
Mm.
So, we're going to...
This deck can come from behind very quickly.
Oh, yeah, there's no question about that. So, I don't think I want to do that. So, I'm going to take this, and I'm going to play these from my hand
Both for your
to
turn.
my guy there for this turn.
High
Play the Juniper, because I have no
high five.
cards in my hand, so I get to draw 7 cards. That's kind of the way that's supposed to work. But it hasn't so far. Just to fill my bench, I'm going to play him. Okay, I am going to play... I'm not going to play that. I'm going to hang on to that for a little bit. And I still didn't get what I needed. Actually, yes, I can. Search it. Okay, yeah, I'm going to play Computer Search.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to discard an energy and an Yveltal, which is really stupid because I have no rod left. I have no nothing. I'll take that
With
card.
how ahead I am, though.
I have to do something to try to come back in this game. So I'm taking that card right there.
That one.
Yep.
Not that one. Not that one.
This
That
one. Because I need this card.
Careful, it might be a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Played an energy for my turn. I did all the other things that I should do. So I'm going to play Hypnotoxic Laser.
Here we go.
So she is now poisoned. And I get to flip a coin. And if it's heads, she also goes to sleep. She's asleep.
And what poison does between turns is you take damage.
Normally you'd take 1 damage counter between each turn, but because I have the Burbank City Gym in play, she takes 4 damage counters instead of 1.
Alright, we're just gonna drop this
Yep.
now.
Alright, so I am going to use Oblivion Wing, which will do 30 instead of 50. I can take an energy from my discard pile and attach it to one of my benched Pokemon.
I took my damage
She
already.
takes her 4 damage, now she flips to see if she can wake up. And she does, so she is awake.
Draw for my turn. Oh, that was a top draw and a half.
What else is new?
I'm gonna attach a double colorless to my Sylveon, mostly just because I have nothing else out right now.
Yep.
I don't really want to attack with those guys.
Right, but that's a good attacker. He would be okay just to get him off the field and draw him again. But
Let's see.
that's the one where you drop him and then draw till you have 6. So you're doing a buttload of damage right now.
That's 150 plus 30 would be 180.
210 on my guy. Unless you have a Lysander again, which I'm sure you do.
Put the Guzma and bring up your Yveltal, and I'm gonna retreat the Sylveon.
Yeah, and then take away the poison.
So when you bring something to the bench, your special conditions go away.
Yep, so she takes it to the bench and then free retreats the Sylveon again. Poison goes away, and she's happy. She gets to kick the crap out of me again.
And I already did my supporter from my turn. I would do Abyssal Hand, but as you can see, I have 5 cards.
Right, so she can't draw any more cards.
And I will do Infinite Force again.
Yep, so she knocks me out again in 1 shot.
That's what you do with this deck.
Yep,
that's what that deck's supposed to do too.
Right, but unfortunately my draws have been absolutely atrocious. And that's the way it goes. So I'm going to put him up again just because he's almost dead and he'll only cost me 1 prize if I do lose him.
And that's why I keep ignoring it.
And that really sucks. So I really don't have a whole lot that I can do at this point because all of my resources are in bad shape. So I'm going to attach a tool, trainer, and an energy card and say Oblivion Wing for 30 once again and get an energy card out of my discard pile and attach it to my Seismitoad. It really hurts when you don't get your Hypnotoxic lasers. You got the ability to pull me up, you can pull up Jirachi and win the game.
I'm trying to have fun here.
Okay.
What is that? 150, 180.
You can kill anything.
Gimme.
You want the Seismitoad.
Lysander. Yeah, I don't have to switch that time.
She won't take it. Yeah, so she beat me 6-0. And that happens, you know. Yeah, there's 2 of my 3 Hypnotoxic lasers are in my prizes.
No.
So, you know, that's the way it goes. And that stuff's going to happen. But that gives you a rough idea of what a game can look like when you play this. And we really enjoy playing games. We've sat down here for countless hours playing games, building decks, tweaking things, playing games. We actually, I was training, keep going, we'll play another one off camera.
Okay.
But I would actually have my kids sit in an L-shaped table that I had out here and make them play 2 games at the same time to train them how to think on their feet and be fast about what they were doing. So one of the kids would sit in a hot seat and then the other kid would sit across and then I would sit across and make them play 2 games at once.
And that's why you guys saw, like, at the beginning of the game, when I was thinking about completely ignoring the small Yveltal that had 10 health left.
She knew exactly what to do.
That type of thing is the advanced, what you gotta think about. And
also learning what's in your prizes by what's left in your deck. By knowing what's in your deck to start with, I knew I was in trouble because I only had 1 Hypnotoxic laser in my deck, and I needed that one, and I needed the other 2, and I don't.
I just got it set up turn 2, and
it just happens. Quick. It just goes. You know? Without the Hypnotoxic lasers, this deck does struggle a little bit, and that's all right. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of an idea of how a basic game of Pokemon is played. We plan on doing a live stream, and we're going to do probably a 2 out of 3 with some other decks, and we'll have a board set out here that's got all the little places of where everything's supposed to go, to kind of help you understand a little bit more of how a game of Pokemon sets up and how you play it. In the meantime, we want to say thank you for joining us on this video. We like to see your thumbs, so please give us your thumbs. Comments below if you want to see us do something else with Pokemon. If you think we're nuts, if there's rules that we didn't quite follow the right way because we're a little rusty, or whatever it is you want to do. Share this out. Share it out so we can get more people to join the regular barbecue family.
Sharing it out.
Sharing it out. Sharing out my laundry. Anyway. Thanks again for being here. We appreciate you. Until next time, take care.
Peace.